now, from the city that never sleeps, the Stevie Mack Show!
Thank you. Glad y'all could be here tonight and you looking at home. It is awesome, man. I like watching the news. Anybody else here like watching the news? I'm a big fan of the news. But one thing about the news, they try to scare us into watching their programs, huh? They treat us like drug addicts. They issue it out to us a little at a time to get us hooked. You ever watch the news and they go like this? Top story. What's in the water that might kill you tonight? Story at 11. What? It's 5 o'clock. I'm thirsty now. I want to know what is in the water that's going to kill me. Yeah, and then you finally see the news program like, killer whales is in the water. That's what'll kill you down at SeaWorld. Ridiculous. And you know what? You got to watch the news, though. Be careful what you're watching because they're full of lies. Yeah, lies. And stereotypes and lies. Remember, they had us believing that Osama bin Laden had a smartphone before they even came out? They was telling us Osama bin Laden ran the entire Al-Qaeda network from a cave with a cell phone. I was like, A, what kind of phone is that? And B, how the hell can I get one? Because I can't even get a clear signal from my own mama. And the prison's right down the street. Yeah. Oh, don't act like I'm the only one from a crazy family. You ever been down to the crazy house? I have. Yeah, everybody at the crazy house looks crazy. Have you ever noticed that? If you've been down there, like I have. I went down to the crazy house to visit a relative, and everybody looked like they should have been in there. There was this one guy. Now, his trip must have been collecting ink pens because he had a pocket full of pens, and he had a clipboard, and he walked with a limp. He was like, hard to the double hard. Show you right when you know you're right. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Hard. And I was like, what is his problem? What? So I asked the nurse. I was like, hey, nurse. What's that guy in here for? She was like, who, the doctor? The doctor? Must be Dr. Hook. No wonder everybody else is in here crazy, huh? Huh? Am I the only one? Yeah. Listen, we're going to have a dynamic show for you, as we always do here on the Stevie Mack Show. Stay tuned. Listen, we got a couple of exciting guests on the show tonight. Give it up for Mr. Ross Miller and Jay David. Scared to shake a black man's hand? Dress him up, they can't take him nowhere. So Jay David is a rock legend, in fact. Drummer, music arranger for the old rock group that we danced our butts off to, Dr. Hook. And I was listening to that song on my way here. When you're in love with a beautiful woman. Everybody's trying to, what they trying to do? Stab you in the back? What are they trying to do?
Yeah.
Dr. Hook had some hits on Billboard charts and everything, man. What was that like?
Well, our first single was a song called Sylvia's Mother, and it went on to sell 5 million.
Next one.
And we were just amazed that it just went from off the street to Beatles City in one song.
Now, is that Dr. Hook with the patch on his eye?
It is, yeah.
And who is that right up under him on the right?
Oh, that'd be me down there. That's
Jay right there on the bottom right there. Yeah, Dr. Hook, everybody. Now, Jay rekindled his career as an actor and stand-up comedian. He's been doing the whole thing, right?
Yeah, sure.
Did a music video recently.
I did indeed. Tell us a little bit about that. Okay. I wanted to portray a story of a fellow that turned his life around, went from the streets, went from drugs and alcohol, and chose his family over those things. And I recorded an old song called Lucky Old Son, and I did all the instruments and I did all the voices on it, and then somebody got inspired and said, Jay, why don't you make a video? So I said, okay, cool. And Stevie's in it. Stevie plays a gangster.
And, wait. What would it be like to see Stevie play a gangster? All around heaven, oh man, good Lord.
Lord, can't you see me crying? With tears all in my eyes. Please send down that cloud with a silver lining. Lift me.
So yeah, that's me playing a gangster, right? Let me ask you a question about this. There was thugs with me, and they were extras. Jay, how did you find those extras who looked like gangbangers?
Well, the first thing I did was I said to Stevie, I got to get some gangsters. He said, well,
I said, where you shooting at?
Where you shooting at? You just wait 5 minutes. There'll be about 13 or 14 of them come walking up in here. And I said, but no, we need to go and get some right now. So we shot it down in the hood. And so I walked into this planing mill, and I talked to the owner and said, I need two of you guys right away if I could. He said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm not sure yet, but I need them. And so I brought these two guys out that had no idea that they were going to be in the film, and they played his gang.
It was all Slauson and like Slauson off Dinker, you know. It was they were mugshot ready. So needless to say, something funny happened on your way driving here tonight.
Oh man, it's amazing! It's amazing. I'm driving down here tonight. And I'm driving along, and I look over, and I see this car with New York license plates on it, and he has a bumper sticker, and it says, I miss the Bronx. So I pulled over, and I got out, and I broke his window and stole his radio.
Made him feel right at home, huh? And we got Ross Miller. Ross Miller is a comedian, stand-up comic. In fact, he was on our Comics for Obama tour, which, give it up for Ross Miller, everybody. We did a lot of shows in support of President Obama's re-election, and Ross Miller is a very funny comedian. In fact, he's known as the Punctual Pothead. How'd you get a title like that, Punctual Pothead?
What we found out is I was showing up at all of my shows on time, and then I had to ask somebody, what am I here to do?
So you got your start in public access?
Yeah, I started in Honolulu. I was working for Olelo, doing a show called Cybershock, which ran for a couple of years. It was sketch comedy, improv, things like that. Literally, we would turn the camera on, let it run for 30 minutes, and hope for the best.
A lot of fun doing that, right? Being a punctual pothead, that really works. I mean, are you really punctual?
Oh, I get here on time.
Yeah, not tonight. You called me like from, hey, Stevie, where are we? Roll it up, Jay.
Couldn't see out the window through the smoke in the car.
What are some of the strangest reactions you've gotten during your comedy shows?
Well, the craziest thing I ever got was when we used to do public access, I set up at the end of the show a phone number so people can call and leave messages that we would air on the next show. So I thought it'd be funny to ask them, hey, call in and vote if you want to see a cat on acid. I never said I was going to do that, but the first call I got was from the HPD. Yeah. I was not expecting the police to call on my joke, And I'm trying to explain to them, no, I'm a funny man, not a drug dealer. They didn't believe it.
You do a lot of posting on Facebook, right?
Way too much.
Why would you say too much?
Oh my God, it's starting to eat into the rest of my day. And I had to quit my job. I'm like, I gotta post something.
Have you been having any weird encounters on Facebook?
No, I get run into teabaggers every once in a while.
Well, hold on, folks. He's talking about Tea Party members.
And I always thought that these people had no ideas, right? That they couldn't bring anything to the table.
Yes.
They've been in charge of our Congress for a while now. Think about it. These guys can simultaneously keep a boot on the neck of the poor while fellatiating the middle class and then,
reaming out
the middle class while fellatiating the wealthy. And that is talent. Multitasking at the top of the level.
Yes, it is. In fact, it's funny you said we're in Orange County, and this is where Mitt Romney made that 70% statement, right out here. How many of y'all was there? Anybody?
47% of this crowd heard it.
It was 47%. That's the part we're gonna cut out the show. Stevie laid a big old egg, didn't he? So both of you are in the movie Apartment X, and you play a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm passing for normal. I'm doing my best.
And what a talented actor you are. And Ross Miller plays the big oil company who comes to evict my church from its property, and then I have to move to California to stay with my brother who's a pimp. So when a preacher and a pimp moves in together, all hell breaks loose is the caption of the show. So let's take a look at that clip right there. I got some sad news today. We done lost the church. You know, the lawyer did all he could to help.
We did the best we could, and it's not over yet.
Yeah, right. This paperwork says we're drilling next week.
Oh, Lord! We done lost the church! I feel faint! Somebody catch me!
Oh, hey, don't let her fall. Catch her! Oh, that was funny, yeah. Talented. These are such talented actors, man. So, let me ask you something. Did you have to channel anybody when you got into your role?
I basically just thought about who would want to lick my Oscar.
That's a felony in 3 states.
Isn't it? Not in West Hollywood. That's an invitation. West Hollywood. Give it up for Ross Miller and Jay David, everybody. Hey, DDB, let me ask you a question. Do you like R&B, jazz, spoken word fusion?
Now that is a OMG.
There's a lot of work.
Oh
right?
my God.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I absolutely, positively, 100%ly, lootly does.
Oh, you gotta get the lootly because you said do.
Yeah, I said, you know,
Absolutely.
I Google Gaga when I Gaga Google.
You heard it here first, so absolutely. That's what happens when you have too many snackers. Snackers? What's a snacker? Oh, it's a snack cracker. So we have a guest here tonight, Denise L. Cook, the Oracle. Give it up for her doing I Look Good.
How do I look?
Tell you something.
I look good. Yes. I look good. Strong, sturdy bone structure, keen nose, exotic eyes, hair curly today, straight and long tomorrow. Yes. I look good. Skelter stature, pretty titties, curves in the right places. Just enough hip, minimal varicose veins, hopefully not much cellulite, and Tina Turner legs. Woo! You wanna see that? I'm standing at the top of this side of the hill, facing down. Green at the temples, hopefully a streak down the front, with an occasional dye job. Long, elegant, regal neck, stretching tall, reaching celestial heights. Yes, I'm standing tall. Now you know I look good. You see, turning 55 ain't no joke. It's been a barrel of laughs. You gotta keep laughing to keep from crying. You know the saying, and even still I look good. I look good when the stress gets heavy and I'm tired. I look good when she said it, she hit me, or go to your room, Lone Constant. I look good when the bills are due. I look good. No matter the face or spirit behind, beside, benevolent it may be. Brown up or down, eyes wet, brow furrowed, no matter what, I look good!
Yeah.
Because I feel good. Because I am. Think on that. I'm good at being a mother. I am good at being a lover. I'm good at being a friend. I'm good at being weak. Yes. I look good because I am good. I want you to say to your neighbor, you look good.
You look good.
Because you feel good. You look good. Because you are good. We look good. Because we feel good. We look good. Because we are good. Claim it for yourself. I look good. Because I feel good. I look good. Because I am good.
Because I am good. Oh!
I love you. Mr. Stevie Mack, can I do your radio show song? I love to do this song whenever I call into your radio show.
Okay, go ahead.
Whoop, whoop, doo whoop, whoop, yeah!
Stevie Mack Radio. Denise L's cook, also known as the Oracle. Looking good. Talking about her breasts and things. We got a lot of men out here hiding by them.
Uh-oh.
Some of y'all got in trouble too. They wife like, oh, don't we look at her. Oh, you want to see her legs, huh? Mm-hmm. Tell the people where they can find you at, Denise.
They can find me at theoraclespeaks.wix.com/The Oracle. And you know what? I have to do a real quick shout out for a very special organization.
They ain't gonna even be there by the time.
The National Council of Negro Women. It's the return of the Black Family Reunion to Los Angeles. That's right, July 13th. So mark your calendars.
And I heard you had a special guest performing there.
Our special guest is Stevie Mack. Woohoo!
Denise is doing phenomenal things with a bunch of phenomenal people, and I met her a while back, and I gotta tell you, you're still doing it, and you are a phenomenal woman.
Thank you.
And you do look good. Yes, she has a CD in the gift bag for you, and she's got a book that's out.
That's right.
Talk about that.
The Oracle Speaks Just Because, and it's available on Amazon.com.
That's easy to remember, right? The Oracle Speaks. Give it up for her. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. We're going to show you a clip about some pimps trying to get out the game. And in fact, these pimps, they moved to suburbia, and they're trying to change their ways. They're even playing chess now. Let's take a look at clip number 5. It's in the vault. That's so black.
What you gonna do now? Text that ass like you know. What you gonna do? Smack it. Smack that. I don't like that at all. Smack that ass back. So I'm gonna go ahead and come on.
What did I say?
This one? Yeah, she said.
That That's how we do it.
You said smack that ass like he hungry. You play checkers, not chess. I'm about to take that out your money. In fact, I'm gonna take it out your ass.
Speaking of ass, where's my money? And I ain't being funny.
You take credit cards, man.
No, cash only.
Stevie Mack, ladies and gentlemen.